Hello, camera.
Oh.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, fantastic. Now you can see my beautiful face. Ah, okay, let's see here. So, a couple of weeks have passed. Things have happened, not really. And it's time to continue on this journey to make this steampunk biker a reality. Or at least, I don't know, illustrated? So yeah, illustrated. So, yeah, now, while preparing for this stream, I've been sat here just looking at this picture, and I do have some thoughts.
Give it to us.
Like, on the whole, I'm quite happy with him so far. But I have to admit, it's an incredibly impractical vehicle.
Yes.
So?
It is.
Oh, there's no so here. No. I'm actually doubly happy because it is incredibly impractical. It is a engineering nightmare, and I'm all for that. Just looking at this and knowing that if this thing would ever to turn a corner, it would need a mile to do so. I love that. And right now we are going to continue where we left off, which is basically, first of all, use the right brush, Gard.
Yes, you are Gard.
Yes, I am Gard. I am the illustrator and one of the founders of Tombs Foundry.
Yes.
Yes.
And besides you, we have Jon. Say
Hello.
hi, Jon. There we go.
Hello, Jon.
And me, Thor.
Him, Thor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me, Thor. Me, strong. Hello, Ingan.
Hello again.
And that's Ingan.
Nice to see you again. Nice to see you. Well, see you. I'd rather say nice.
Nice reading
you.
you.
Like,
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you actually say about that?
I don't know. We're in a new day and age. Some people
Yeah.
have probably pioneered what the actual etiquette is for this.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We hear about influencers all day long, and and then we laugh and go, "Ha, influencers," and then we sit down and make a stream. So yeah.
Woe is us.
Woe is everyone, man. It's fine. It's ultimately fine. So, well, yeah. Last time we made this guy up until the point where we can see him right now. This time, I am going to do my darndest to see if I can get him all the way home. Which should be doable. We're going to do this for 3 hours. So by 9 p.m. local time, this should look like something fairly decent, I think. Hope. Wonder. I have ambitions of. What would that be as a verb? I ambish. No, don't make up words, man. Don't wake up. No, don't do that. Okay. So. There were a couple of things that we agreed upon during the last stream as well. Like, for instance, this guy is supposed to have a chainmail wife beater, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so can't forget that. So I think the first part now is just for me to finish up the shadows, to some extent. I mean, this is very messy, which I love, by the way. I mean, if there's an art style, this is a digression from everything ever, but if there's an art style out there that I just thoroughly love, it is really messy concept art. You've all seen the kind. It's like where the concept artist is basically blocking out large canvases, basically with very generic designs, shapes, colors, whatever, just to get the impression of a scene out.
And then you can barely see what's actually happening there.
Yeah, you can barely see it, but still you see everything. Your mind's eye just fills out all the details perfectly, and it's like, oh, that is so cool. I do love that. It's like somewhere between abstract art and surrealist art and impressionist art. And I always wanted to do stuff like that, but the problem is I always get stuck down into the details, and I can't quite manage to rid myself of that. So I just don't. Well, I could probably learn how to do it, but I haven't. So, but that's fine for now. Also, back on track. I did have another thought for this trike. Might try to implement it later. Instead of the dragon head that we got in front here, what if I just mounted like some huge ass like bull horns or something that's just on top of there? So all of a sudden it's got spikes. I don't know. Too much? Too little? I don't know.
I think it might be too little.
Yeah, okay, right. So if I do that, you're gonna have to find other places to deposit dead carcasses. I see. Oh, well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
Maybe like a giant snake head.
Giant snake head. Like another skull.
A giant snake skull, yeah.
I mean, the thought of just decking this thing out with skulls would be semi hilarious.
Did you ever see the movie Anaconda?
I never did actually. Uh,
Well, that big.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, impossibly large snake.
Yeah, swallow a man in one bite.
Yeah.
So, big.
I say impossibly large, but anacondas can get pretty goddamn huge. Probably not that big. I can only say that because I haven't actually seen the movie and I don't know exactly how big that snake was, but
I think that one was about like 19 meters long.
oh, okay, yeah, that does sound a little bit too big.
Or was it 19 feet?
But
I don't remember.
but we're basically talking the same sort of extreme size ratio as you would see on Jaws.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think it was 19 feet because the greatest real snake gets 30 feet long. So,
Oh.
it should be 19 meters, I believe.
So the greatest real snake could get 30.
Yeah, 30 feet, 10 meters.
Might have been 19. Might have been 19 meters for all I know. But that's green anaconda. Yeah, right. So yeah, sounds plausible in a very implausible way. But I did it again. Okay.
So, Ragnvald the Raiding Rider is an enemy encounter in Heroes of the Sealening. Right.
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 He's more or less a descendant of those that went from home to raid other shores, foreign shores, kill a few priests, get a lot of gold, capture a lot of women.
Yes, but here we're thinking about the mechanics of this character.
Oh yeah, please look into that because I don't have that
Yeah.
information ahead of me.
So we know he's a encounter for level 2 and upwards. So that means you can't meet him at the very beginning of the game.
Now, not in the very beginning. The characters you meet in the very beginning are, well, they run a gamut of ridiculously easy to somewhat more challenging.
Yep. Let's see here. Ragnvald the Raiding Rider. He is all about the loot since his header text is loot, loot, glorious loot. Maybe we should give him some loot.
Yes. Yeah. I guess we are running with simplified rules at this moment, don't we?
Attach a trailer to his bike.
That's too big. Like, he has to arm up. He can't hold, like,
That's true.
a big sack with a dollar sign on it. I don't know.
Now that's some foreign loot right there.
Other things about him. His primary stat is body, so he fights physically.
Obviously.
And his body base is 11.
Yeah.
His mind base is 9. Now, those numbers probably don't mean much to people who...
Yes, Tor. What is base numbers?
Base numbers! Ooh, in Heroes of the Sealening. Base numbers are basically the same stats as you have in the game. That means that when you have an encounter and you're about to fight or get past some kind of trial or something, you take the base number and then you take your dice and you throw the dice and you combine the two numbers that show up.
Oh, like stats in an RPG game. It's so simple.
Like stats in most games that have stats.
That's amazing. This system is so
Yes.
intuitive.
It's so simple.
This ad is bought and paid for by Tombs Foundry.
Well, let's see if I remember now. A regular player, when they start out in Heroes of the Sealening, has, without any bonuses to it, 8 as their base stats.
Did anyone catching in there?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, the low level life and the death struggle against a teapot.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it's too real, man. It's too real.
We still left that in, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
yeah.
Yeah, he has been verified to continue existing in this setting.
Yeah.
Though with a minor rebrand. Sorry, words.
The high level teapots was rebranded, I think, but the low level I think is still the same, isn't it?
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now
yeah.
we rebranded the lower level teapots because we have two teapots in this game.
That's one too many.
For whatever reason. No, but we do. The reason why we do this is because the way we have laid out our cards is you kind of flip the cards, and depending which side is up, there are 2 encounters for each card, and we try to sort of theme them together in a way that makes sense if it is, feasible,
Yeah.
which it isn't always,
No.
and that is fine.
Sometimes you just sit there with a bunch of silly names and don't know how to put them together.
Yeah, yeah. But some accidental lore has happened because we have been doing that, which is
Yeah,
hilarious and fun.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And not just for us. Like Ingen here says, he has been using the military grade teapot as a to-go guerrilla marketing tool.
Nice. Of all the encounters that I am eventually going to illustrate, of which there are many, the one I'm
Many.
the one I'm
So
looking
many.
forward to is probably nihilism.
That is already done.
Yeah, it was done the second I said it. But yeah, no, there's a good few encounters, challenges, and various items in the game that's gonna be a lot of fun to bring into life. Um, but we're not gonna do everything on stream naturally because some of them are gonna be very generic and
We gotta have more than one illustration every 2 weeks as well.
yeah, not to mention that. Although sometimes we will be grouping together several illustrations for one session and stuff, depending on how advanced the illustrations are, and you know if it kind of makes sense that you just go by a theme. Oh right, yeah, I'm supposed to give him a spear. Gotta remember that.
Ah. What kind of spear? Just a simple one or a bit more decked out one?
Well, could give him something a little bit more decked out. Maybe like a taser lance or something like that.
No, I think it should just have a simple javelin.
Simple javelin. Well, I'm not gonna argue that. I'm good with whatever. I mean, his bike is already very techy for the
Yeah,
era, so
and like javelins were dangerous weapons, both for footmen and for cavalry.
still are.
Yes. Been a few years though since anyone got speared during the Olympics.
During the Olympics, maybe, but you know, I mean, there's probably some weird statistic somewhere about when was the last time someone got killed by a javelin or spear or shot with a bow or. I mean, if we look for it, we'll find something. I'm sure of it.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not gonna though. So the last thing I need right now is to look over my shoulder all the time and wonder if there's a javelin headed in my direction.
Every time. But it stops when you turn around.
There's always a javelin on the way.
The lawn dart ban, yes. That was
Yeah,
what, 90s?
or
I don't
80s,
know.
or something like that.
Lawn darts. remember actually. But do you remember?
That was a
In,
US thing, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I don't think I've ever even seen a lawn dart over here.
No, I usually played a game where we stood in a ring and then threw a knife or an axe close to the feet of the others, and they had to
Yeah,
move
and
the foot out and until they were
yeah,
so far you couldn't keep the balance anymore.
yeah. And if you hit between their legs, then they got to put their legs back again and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play that too. Somehow, I think that won't fly today.
Yeah. Especially not with the axe.
Yeah, the axe is special. I mean, we use knives.
Yeah, big knives usually. Sami knives.
Oh, now we just use the regular one.
That's
We
cultural
did use that too.
appropriation. That's cultural appropriation, dude.
Troll appropriation.
We used some knife that they sold to us.
I'm being facetious.
Yes.
Please tag your face with the sarcasm tag when you use it.
Sarcasm. It's not easy for some people.
No, it's easy, actually.
Yeah. Now, we discussed this privately not long ago. My running theory is if you're used to using sarcasm, then you will be looking for it all the time.
Mm.
And I completely disagree with it being the lowest form of wit. And now I'm not talking about Chandler Bing sarcasm. I'm talking about actual sarcasm.
Chandler Bing was sarcastic. I just thought he was an asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like that was what they went for, but I wouldn't say it was a success necessarily.
Well, we don't have any other topic right now.
I didn't do my job and did not find random topics today. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like I was going to say, I was thinking of just using the time to just plug our other game, Evil 101. Now
Yes.
available on Tabletopia as a free game, free to play.
What is Evil 101?
Evil 101 is a card game that where you play evil contenders for the evil overlord throne.
Oh,
So is it
By
almost like a crash course in being evil?
you might think that from the title.
I hope it is.
Oh boy, I want to play this game.
You can. Tabletopia.com/games/evil-101.
Wow, and how?
Now I can fulfill my dream to take over the world. Thank you, Evil 101.
ah, damn it! You're making the talent laugh. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start referring to myself as the talent.
Oh
you're
no.
entitled to.
Doesn't mean anyone should.
Oh,
No one's ego should get that big.
Oh my god. I mean, if someone ever says that, like, yeah, it calls you the talent, and you're not feeling slightly awkward about it, that's a red flag. uh,
You drank your own Kool-Aid.
yeah, pretty much. But there's a fine line, acknowledge the fact that people can do stuff, and expecting everyone to fall on their knees because you can do something.
That's never been a problem for me.
No, you're a general chill person.
I generally don't have any talents.
I was trying to be nice, but yes, that too. Nah, you have talents, but you don't like to brag about it. Which is fine.
I'm
I don't like to brag about
yeah.
you either. So
I'm just looking at you putting a dot here and a dot there.
yeah, that is that's my job description. Gard, placer of dots. And sometimes a blob. Why should I put a blob there? Well,
It's there now. Uh, yeah. In other news, uh, played a lot of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 last couple of days.
ah, yeah, PlayStation. Hmm.
I don't think I've touched my PlayStation for 3 years.
Actually, I touched my PlayStation the other day,
Did you
Oh
and
touch
yeah,
it inappropriately?
I
I
did
don't.
touch it a year ago when I put it in storage.
Yeah. No, I might have touched it inappropriately actually, because it needed an update, so I updated, and the first thing that happened after it updated was it went black and never turned on again.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
No, that was my theory. Yeah. So that's probably dead. Probably broke
Well,
the power supply or something like that.
it's possible. I did have a similar problem with my PlayStation once though, but it suddenly started working again after a couple of days.
Yeah, I've unplugged my PlayStation for now,
Yeah.
and one day I will plug it back in and, you know, pray to the Omnissiah, make the proper rites, and if that's not gonna work, then I'll, turn to the Dark Gods instead.
Well, you need Sage for both bits.
Yeah, which I don't. I have Lavender. Hmm.
Don't know if that works as well though.
No, but I'm curious what would happen if I used it instead. I mean, would I get like a godly reprimand? I was like, this is not the fragrance I was after. Oh.
Just get a please hold message.
You've come to a deity that's not in use.
This deity is busy at the moment. Please hold.
Your faith is very important to us.
A deific representative will get to you soon. Is deific even a word?
It is now. I don't even know.
There is a word called deify, so deific, sure, why not?
I don't speak Latin.
I don't think it's pure Latin. No, I don't speak it either, so I wouldn't know.
Modern day Latin isn't pure Latin either.
No.
Or what we call modern day Latin, which is just Old Latin, which still isn't Old Latin. Oh, Ingen, our resident fact checker.
Hey! Thank God we have one.
What does it mean, Ingen?
Deific?
My guess would be something touched by a deity.
Or something completely unrelated.
Oh, okay. Divine, godlike. Oh, okay.
Well, it just figures that our resident writer would pull a word out of his ass, and it's actually a correct usage of a word that he's never heard before. And you have no talents. Come on, man. Look at you. Look at you shine, you sparkly diamond. Woo!
You can also contact us by sending a clay tablet by messenger.
Or arrow, if preferred.
A clay, shouldn't that be sacrificed?
What?
No,
Sending a clay
no.
tablet by sacrifice?
Send a clay tablet by sacrifice?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
How does that work? You sacrifice a living being that's holding on to it, and then it's like, yeah, here it is.
Kinda.
I mean, how does that work when you eventually get there and you're like, don't shoot the messenger? I don't know. Does that even count anymore?
There's a reason a lot of the old people take with them a lot of properties and things and messages to the afterlife in their graves.
I just heard in their raves.
In the raves.
Oh, maybe that too.
that's a little known historical thing. Yeah. The Roman raves. They were lit.
So,
Lit AF. No cap.
Roman comes to a modern day rave. Just looks around.
What tame shit is this?
Shakes.
I love the fact, venereal diseases. You know that general term, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how that comes from a region of Rome around like
Venice?
no, a region of Rome around a temple complex to the goddess of Venera something, whatever. Because there was a lot of nuns and priestesses and whatever that basically did a little brothel work on the side. So there was a lot of sexually transmitted diseases that originated from that area. That's why they call it venereal diseases. It's named for that region.
Oof.
It's just hilarious.
It kind of reminds me how ties became fashion.
Cravats and such.
No, ties.
Ties, actual ties, like hanging straight down type of ties.
Yes.
Okay.
It was because of a bunch of mercenaries that used it as part of their uniform.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And then during one of the many big wars in Europe during the Middle Ages and Renaissance, they went to, I think it was Italy.
Yeah.
No, no. These guys first went to the New World. It was, and with them they brought with them. I don't remember which one it was. Was it the chlamydia or something like that?
Well, wouldn't or syphilis
Syphilis?
probably. Syphilis is very
Syphilis.
common.
Yeah. Brought it back to Europe.
Oh, they picked it
And
up there.
yes. Brought it
Ah.
back to Europe. And because all of them wore ties, at that point of time, wearing a tie basically meant that you had syphilis.
Uh, and then everyone had syphilis at some point, and
Now, then nobles started using it, and then it became fashion.
because all the nobles had syphilis.
Yes.
God damn it! Our history is so dirty. It's just
It's the same thing about when you're drinking tea and you got your pinky out.
oh. I just thought that was a reflex.
Nah, that was something about the disease making it so you had problems closing your fist.
Oh my god, I have syphilis?
Possibly.
Well, it would explain a couple of things, I suppose. Don't know how the heck I got it, though, but, you know, whatever. Man, that's what I would have said if I was a hypochondriac.
But a lot of the stuff I said is just half remembered stuff.
Yeah, in all fairness, that is the same with whatever I say, so, you know, fact checking, always useful.
Don't take anything we say as objective truth.
Absolutely nothing. Especially if we say that it is. Now, that's a consequence of doing this. Um, I mean, for me especially, as half my brain capacity is locked into doing this thing, uh, what the other half does, I generally have no idea.
And you actually have one full brain.
Well, that's also a statement that might be should be fact checked. Oh dear lord. Okay, let's see. A little horn inside his mouth.
If these cards don't end up looking spectacular, I don't know what.
Yeah, it's like every card, well, not every card, but absolute majority of cards are gonna have like two illustrations.
Yes.
And then there's of course the layout and design that comes along with that. So it should be looking pretty mint once we're done, if we do our job right.
And the people who buy it do not eat them after the first time they're in use.
Eat them.
Yeah, well, sometimes people can eat art because they want it to be
Yeah.
part of them.
Sometimes people just need fiber.
Sometimes people are insane.
All true.
I don't know, should be fact checked.
Yes.
But yes, it is entirely true.
And if you're surprised about that, wasn't there once a dude who ate the whole airplane?
Wow, there were reports about it, and I have definitely read that there was. I don't know if I ever entirely bought into it in a way. I mean, surely the guy must have been dead. Did he spend a lot of time doing it?
Yeah. He didn't eat it all in one sitting.
How much time? And how insane was he by the end? I mean, it must be some crazy heavy metal poisoning in there.
Oh, he was in Guinness World Records.
Right. Posthumously?
I'm pretty sure he lived.
How and why? It doesn't make any sense.
I think he used to eat light bulbs before that.
Oh yeah, I heard of those guys.
Still doesn't make sense though.
Well, not to me, at least.
I
Not
took
to
a
you.
quick Google.
Yeah.
Monsieur Mangetou. He was able to consume the aircraft over a period of 2 years between 1978 to 1980.
And I take it we are talking about a small aircraft here.
Like a Cessna is still pretty big. If
I
you're gonna
was
eat it.
sort of hoping
Yeah.
for a smaller, a smaller craft than a Cessna, but yeah. I
You
mean,
can get a one-seat Cessna.
I mean, we've all seen clips of, little bowls of Kellogg's Special K or whatever it's called, and how it has little flecks of iron inside it and whatever.
How do you... Okay, so he ate 1 kilogram of metal and other things a day.
Yeah, about 9 tons
How?
of metal in 2 years.
But
How do you poop?
Well, he also
that's
had
one raw anus.
in his life. He also ate bicycles, shopping carts, beds, chandeliers, television sets, a small section of the Eiffel Tower, and a coffin.
Still doesn't answer my question. How did he poop?
Strenuously.
Did he grind it up first?
I
do
hope he
so.
did.
Just down powder? This is just disturbing. It is just, what the heck?
Like I know the people who eat light bulbs do not grind them up before eating them. Like they do crush the glass, but the metal part.
I would not do that with my teeth or body in general. Well, I hope it was worth it. I mean, the thing is, this is not even news. I mean, I've always heard about these things, but it unsettles me the fact that it's a thing.
That it is real and it once happened.
Mm-hmm.
I might be a bit anal here, but I'm still thinking about how that person is able to poop out a kilo of metal and other things a day.
So no pun intended there, huh?
No, very intended.
Very intended. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I I do wonder too, but I also don't want to know.
According to Wikipedia, he had no problem passing his unusual diet. So,
Well, I'm so
well,
glad internet can answer everything. See, see what happened here, Tor. The thing that you are always asking me not to do, I didn't do.
But I wanted the answer.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I've improved. It's good.
oh yeah, he drank mineral oil as well to wash it down.
Yeah, I was going to ask if that's a real fact or just a joke.
It does say so on the Wikipedia page. I checked. So yeah, Ian is right about that.
But it is Wikipedia, though.
Well, it is.
The father of lies.
Are you saying that Lucifer started Wikipedia?
Well, come on, look at those little symbols and that little globe. It's clearly a cult of some, in some way or another.
Asking for donations once a year?
Yes, he only needs $666 to continue. And Lucifer is all about free information. Knowledge. Knowledge will set people free.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. I know. It is not an empty statement. That was sort of Lucifer's main shtick.
Yes. That and walking around on four legs.
Mm.
Now I want to see Good Omens again.
Oh yeah. Mm.
There's way too much chemistry there.
Okay, let's see if we can blend this guy.
I'm looking at the light here, where you've put highlights on.
Yeah.
Where is the light coming from?
Oh, they're coming from a light source that I have come to learn and love, which is called mysterious light sources.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whenever I make a picture, I just basically say, light from this angle would be cool. And if it works, then that is how it's supposed to be. There's no great rationale behind it. It's not a correct rendering. It just helps to give the illusion of something.
So basically, what you're saying is that you wing it.
I wing it. I lie 100% of the time when I'm making something. And I say I lie because I've clearly not made a steampunk trike. I've just made a mess of lines and lights, light, dark, and shadow, whatever, that could potentially make people believe it is.
Orc technology.
Yes, I go by orc 100% of the time when I do stuff.
Why wouldn't you? They're the happiest race in the galaxy.
Yes, and, because I believe that it works.
It works.
Yes, because all of you think it actually does work.
Is it red though?
What does your mind's eye tell you? I mean, seriously, at this point, it could be red. Um,
I kind of both want it to be red and not to be red. It could be sneaky though and be purple.
Oh, that would be more than sneaky. Invisible.
I fucking love orc logic.
Yeah, that's it's unbeatable.
Like, they should become the heroes of the 40k universe. Correction, they are the heroes of the 40k universe.
Man, that is a huge statement coming from someone whose favorite Space Marine chapter are the Crimson Fists, who famously have spent their entire existence fighting orcs.
I do not see the problem.
No, I'm just saying, that is some recognition right there.
Like, it just means more fun for the orcs.
Was it the orcs that completely destroyed that chapter, by the way?
Well,
The last time.
technically, it was a misfired plasma torpedo that the Space Marines shot out, and it went back and dug into the center of their fortress and exploded their armory.
No.
Yes.
What a punk way to die.
During an orc walk.
And it hit their armory.
Oh, yeah, blew up the whole fortress.
I mean, who's to blame for this? Because that just seems like too much of a coincidence.
Tzeentch.
Uh-huh.
It's a very Tzeentch thing to do.
Extremely Tzeentch thing to do.
Orc snipers on the prowl again. They got grots for that.
I can't use grots for everything.
No, but for sniping they use grots. I'm 90% sure.
I mean, naturally they would. That too.
Because even the what are they called? Commando boys are pretty up close and personal.
Well, they do like to get locked in.
Yeah, like a good scrap is the best thing in the world for them.
Oh yeah. It's time for some good crumping. Besides, if you're up close and personal, you can collect the teeth afterwards.
Some chapter that pissed off the official Assassinorum. Next campaign, their medics and officers took suspiciously heavy casualties from orc snipers. Definitely. It's easy to blame stuff on orcs. They're everywhere. Maybe except Terra and Mars.
It's hard to get rid of an orc infestation.
Yeah, you kind of have to salt the earth.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, because they're such fun guys.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Same thing at Terra,
yeah,
to be true.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The deep dark places of the of the empire's well, the emperor's fortress, the throne,
His
the
basement.
the basement there. That's it. I do love the custodies. I do love the custodians because they are exactly what it says. They are just space janitors. Main job: run around the basement, clear out the trash.
I do kind of miss if the Emperor had text to speech.
Oh, I majorly miss that. Um, so many things of that series should have been canon.
Earth, like the basement of the Emperor's palace, is not cleanish.
Yeah, do finish that series. It's worth it. Although I keep watching the custodian hustle again and again and again.
Oh, kitten.
I just love that episode. I mean,
Uh,
of course, I'm a Dark Angels fan, and it does feature Dark Angels prominently, but that's not even the best part.
no, the best parts are basically kitten.
Yeah, in general, and haha, Captain General, and also the whole what is it? Like a riff off with the Manufacturer
Oh,
General.
yeah. That's one of the last episodes, I think.
Yeah, it's way towards the end there. It's like season 2, episode 28 or something like that.
Well, you also have the episode where I think that's a bonus episode though, where he plays basically Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah,
against
yeah, 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 yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Maker of Change.
Yeah, yeah, I think that was a bonus episode. And it was Yu-Gi-Oh because they had those ridiculous card decks.
Yeah,
Honestly, I had to look up Yu-Gi-Oh after I watched that episode because like I had to see what the fuck this was all about.
Kitten is broken in a couple of them. Yeah. Uh, don't remember which ones though. And then you of course had the road trip with the two brothers.
Yeah, Korax and Vulcan.
Yes.
Yeah, those are good.
I do believe though that Rogaldorn is hiding out in the fortress in canon, just walking around in his silly centurion armor.
For 10,000 years, he's been sat in the corner eating chips.
Uh,
Right.
there are coming out all. Oh, it's a if the emperor had text to speech joke. Corvus Corax had just been sitting in his corner and eating chips.
Oh no, I might. No, no, I just said that about Rogel Dorn. It was like, what else would he spend his time in the Imperial Palace for 10,000 years doing? You know, it's
Sandcastles.
like, I'm probably some chips.
Sandcastles so fortified that you could never kick him over.
I think I saw that GIF.
Oh yeah, that's what Iron Warriors and
Yeah,
Imperial
yeah,
Fist.
yeah. Fortify, siege, fortify, siege.
Uh, Games Workshop really needs to chill out.
Yeah, that's a problem. They start making too much money.
They're starting to take their silly toys seriously.
We need to expand our audience. Asians have to get this. It's a lot of culture stuff.
I wish they would make a like real Dark Heresy video game.
Yeah, that would be good. But they're making Rogue Trader, which is cool.
There, yeah, that is cool. That is cool. I'm really looking forward to Rogue Trader.
Yeah, there's a couple of companies that's got licenses off Games Workshop now, and they're
Yeah,
doing really good things with it. One of them are the ones who've made they made the Pathfinder video games, and now they are making Rogue Trader.
yeah,
And the other one is Cubicle 7, who is pretty much spearheading the tabletop RPG versions.
yes,
They're both doing really, really good things. And also, Cubicle 7, we're also talking about some other games that they have going. Um, I don't remember the names of them, unfortunately. Um,
not to cut you off there, but that actually reminds me of something. And that is that people should check out the Halls of Hagra
yeah, they should.
on Kickstarter.
Yes.
It is done in 2 hours.
Oh yeah, that's on the very cusp of things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And something else that's worth looking into is Block, which
Are coming out with a Kickstarter soon.
yeah, uh, it is possible to go and track down their Kickstarter page and sign up for notification for when it gets launched.
Yes, which everybody should do.
It is Block is a really fun game. Very simple.
Yes,
Most people can definitely play this. It's quite original.
it is as difficult as you want it to be.
Yeah.
I
And
dropped the Halls of Hagra in chats, actually.
yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah, please do. Because
I have the Facebook up. So
these are some good games from some really good game developers and designers. We're working
it,
really hard to get these
yeah,
games out on the market. So absolutely worth it in every way, shape, or form.
things to mention though. Halls of Hagra is a single-player board game.
Yes.
And they have a very, very nice tier where you get all the files so you can print and play yourself. You don't have to buy the whole game.
It's very inclusive.
Yeah. But yeah, also it's definitely going through. They have 79,000 euros of what they asked for,
They're more than
15 and a half.
400%. More than
Yeah,
400%
funded.
funded, so they are definitely coming.
Absolutely.
It's very nice to see that.
Yeah.
Some of my friends getting to realize their dreams.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
it's fantastic. It's awesome.
I mean, that is sort of like a fun and sort of unexpected to me consequence of being a game developer. Because you just sort of automatically become friends with all the other ones who are doing the same things.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're running the same gauntlet, and we're all trying to track down different paths.
And everybody helps each other out.
Yeah.
Oh, and the pre-launch for Block is here.
Yes, the pre-launch for Block. Block 2, you can play a single player, but you can also play as a group, which I find fantastic.
Yeah.
It is too many games that you kind of have to find a group of 3 to 4 people to play, and how easy is that? Not easy at all.
Not in this day and age.
You can also, if you're going to Essen this year, find the whole group of the Norwegian tabletop. What's it called again? Norwegian tabletop publishers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can find all of the Norwegian tabletop publishers at Spiel Essen this year between the 6th and 9th of October. Let's see, they will be in Hall 5 and have stands at 5J 102 and 5I 103.
Hole 5 is a good hole.
Hall 5 is a good hole, yeah.
At least it was last year. That's, to be honest, my only frame of reference.
Well, last year people could walk.
Yeah, they could.
This year people will not be able to walk. There will be so many.
There will be a throng.
Kind of sad we're not being there this year, but can't really afford it.
Yeah, but later. We've done it once, and we will do it again.
Yes.
Though we will probably be aiming to actually have something marketable next time we're there.
Yes.
Yeah. Starting to look real good already.
Yeah, we are now 1 hour into me just doing lighting. Highlights.
Yes.
Full-size Viking trike prop would probably be a bit difficult to get on a plane,
Well,
but
we could make it inflatable.
maybe.
We could make a real one and get a German bike company to make it for us. We didn't.
Yes.
We won't have to bring it on the plane then.
No, we'll just have to bankrupt
Yes,
ourselves
make it
first.
road legal.
Make it road legal. Drive all the way down. Oh, well, you would definitely get some attention.
Yeah.
I mean, how sick would that be?
Ooh, new episode of She-Hulk today.
Oh yeah, it's Thursday, right?
Yes. Il tempo gigante esque jet engine.
Yes, pretty much.
Well, like there is a road legal version of Il tempo gigante.
I
Yeah.
mean, at least one.
At least one, yes.
There was one. It was handmade, and it's been on display in Lundafossen, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
that's where the Eva Caprino stuff is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
That one is actually street legal. It's
Mm. It has been on some tours too. Yeah. Yeah. So why can't we make a street legal version of this? Well,
it's got the registration BL50,000, I believe.
why it's not even considered a veteran car yet?
When was it made? When was the copy made? Oh, yeah, it is actually a veteran. It was made in 1976. The
Yeah.
real world version.
So it should just have one letter, shouldn't it?
No.
Really?
Oh, I thought that was a rule.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know how these things work anymore.
It has to be older than a few. Than I think it was in the 50s or 60s. They changed from 1 to 2 letters. There was a period where you could choose, but nowadays, yeah, if it's newer than it was made after or registered after a certain time, it has 2 letters. But there are exceptions.
Yeah. Uh, I like She-Hulk though. Like, there's so many people who's going like, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. Like, both she and Howard the Duck did it long before he ever showed up.
Deadpool is a new character.
Yeah, it was made in the late 80s, early 90s.
Something like that.
But who was first of She-Hulk and Howard the Duck?
Oh,
I would guess She-Hulk.
I would guess She-Hulk too, but that would be a guess.
Like, she was made in the 70s, late 60s.
Yeah, maybe. Not all up on the story there.
Nah, I mostly read her when she was in other people's comics.
Yeah.
Oh, completely wrong.
Yeah.
First comic, She-Hulk #1, February 1980.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh. Well, you know.
yeah. I was sure it was the 70s.
That's her first standalone comic. Is that her first appearance too?
First appearance.
Oh, nice.
So Howard the Duck, who had his first appearance in 1973, is the original fourth wall breaker in Marvel Comics.
Huh. What do you know?
How he was one of the guys who got a standalone movie before a lot of the others, I do not understand.
Yeah, it is weird, especially thinking about how that movie was put together. I mean, there's some really questionable stuff happening in that stuff. Oh, like
Yes.
super questionable.
But at the same time, it is a comic book movie.
Oh, absolutely.
And it acts like it.
I mean, there's a lot of hate when it comes to that movie. It's like pretty much one of the worst movies of all time,
Yeah.
and I love it. I mean, I do. I unapologetically love it. It is just what the fuck.
Who's the guy who played Shaggy in this live action Scooby Doo movies again?
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, yes.
How did that
You,
sit? Okay. Yep.
do you know what his favorite movie he has ever done is?
His favorite movie that he has ever done?
Yes.
Matthew Lillard?
Please say Wing Commander.
It is not Wing Commander.
And it's not Scooby Doo, I'm guessing.
It is not Scooby Doo.
Is it Senseless?
Nope.
Scream.
Nope.
Okay, now then I have no idea.
It's what's it called? It's a Uwe Boll movie.
Oh no.
Uh,
Blood
what,
Rain?
no. The one with Jason Statham in it. Like,
Kingdom was something?
yeah. I have to figure it out.
You don't have to. It's really strange. I mean,
Dungeon Siege.
Dungeon Siege, right? Yeah.
Eh,
Fantastic. See, this is kind of weird. Like, there are people out there who can say that, yeah, that person made that made that album, or in that track, and that song, in that year, and whatever, and they can listen to the radio and basically know exactly what they're listening to at all times. I can never do that. But when it comes to movies and actors in movies that I don't care about, it's it's like a bottomless reservoir of bullshit that I'm just sitting on, and I would much rather be able to say what Beatles album a song came from than to be able to list off a bunch of movies that I know that Matthew Lillard played in on top of my head. It's...
What are you talking about, JP? It is his job to draw lines. By the way, hi JP. Nice seeing you again. I don't know, like you do have other areas of such expertise.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, dots and blobs.
those two. Like if I
Can we just forever
ask you,
refer to my ability to draw as like making dots and blobs from now on, please?
sure, sure, you're making dots and blobs,
Yes.
but like I could also ask you, tell me about the history of the Sand People of Tatooine.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell you that much.
Oh, you
No.
actually surprised me there.
Well, well, you've seen The Mandalorian. That's pretty much a definite history. Plus, you have a much greater understanding of various people who've been in contact with them than I do.
I do know that the reason why Tatooine is sand, though, is because the Eternal Empire of the Rack or something glassed it.
Yeah, there are remnants. Um, and
There
you know,
was
yesterday when you guys were um, set making, well, you were editing videos and stuff, and being productive. I was sat doing nothing productive at all. That is, to your knowledge, I was actually sat making something for you guys to be revealed at a later date.
ooh exciting.
Hopefully, it'll be hilarious.
It probably will. It probably will. To be honest, though, while I sat editing, I was having videos up about Star Wars lore.
Ah, yes. Those among the series that you force fed me with.
Oh, more than that. Didn't force feed you. I just gave you a link.
You know, again, yeah, it's true. I used to go to like this weekly quiz team thing, and we were like the reigning champions for 2 years in a row.
By the way, quiz has just started up again.
Yeah, I know. I got an invitation. And I was like, no. This is part of my life that is now over.
Last time we did quiz together was at the Board Games Club in Molde, I think. They
Yeah,
had like this Kahoot quiz.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they
Never
did.
used it before. But we did not do well there.
No,
Nope.
we did not.
Might have be related to the fact that they had a lot of questions that were very touching on the club itself that we didn't know anything
I
about.
have no idea. I can't remember the contents of the quiz, but I do remember that like someone worthy walked away with the win there, and it
Yep.
was not us.
Yep.
I remember a lot of pandemic questions.
Well, it wasn't a pandemic-heavy evening as far as I remember.
Yeah,
They
they
did have
had
a
a
little
tournament.
tournament, yeah.
Wait. Pandemic? Yeah,
Yeah,
the game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
game.
actual game, not the
Because this
world-altering
was
situation. Yeah.
yeah
this was
because this was
before the
before.
world.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was just before the
Yeah, it was
apocalypse.
before the blip.
Yeah.
It was when a pandemic was just exciting sci-fi genre.
Yeah, it's like it was when it was one of those buzzwords. It's like, oh, look at that pandemic. Wow, that's a scenario.
And now we have monkeypox.
Yeah, but you know, I will never ever look at a zombie apocalypse movie in the same way ever again.
No. Now we understand why so many people turn so quickly.
Yeah, it's just. But even though there
Oh.
was a lot of you
World
know,
Divinicon is starting again next month.
congratulations, guys. Love to hear it.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
I try to make
That's
time to show up there. They've started with game nights again, but they are on Thursdays, which obviously isn't a very good time for me.
well, we have said, man. It's like if you want to go
No.
out there and have some game time and have some fun, we're not gonna stop you because we think you
No,
deserve to have some fun. Damn it.
we're gonna clap you all the way out. That sounds wrong. Clap you all the way out.
Yes,
Applaud you all the way out.
mental image of Thor clapping him all the way there.
Please no.
It's too. What have you done to me, man? This is not good. Why? I'm very impressionable.
Oh yeah, we gave him full covering rims.
Yes, we did. Shield rims.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like how the front wheel turned out. That looks really good.
I like the naturey rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? They import that from the Philippines or something?
Oh, they found a way. Sneaky Vikings.
Yeah.
They got the long fingers in the trade all over the world, I guess.
Well, I was playing Crusader Kings 3 the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried doing the Iceland to India challenge.
Okay. So how did that go?
Well, I got to India.
Okay.
And
And then.
and then there was some cultural differences.
Oh, were there? Hmm. Some cultural differences, you say?
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Until I brought the elephants.
Oh, you brought elephants.
Yes. Vikings with elephants.
About this
Like
picture.
elephants. Yes, that is a concept. Maybe worth expanding upon.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Like we have cards that still aren't set in stone.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
How's the dots and globs blobs going?
You haven't been watching? God damn it.
Of course I have, but from your point of view.
It's going fairly well, I'd say. I'm sorry, sometimes thinking like, oh, this must look like cheating, because it is.
They're not mammoths if the elephants turn grows shaggy close by the Viking. It just means that they are Angus elephants.
Belgian blue elephants. Oh, that was a thought that just destroyed my mind.
That is not a good picture.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
Poor elephant.
That is probably some of the most horrifying things I can imagine.
Those stubby legs wouldn't be able to keep the body weight up.
Oh, but just imagine like an elephant with that much muscle. I mean,
Yeah?
right now in this second, I almost regret that this is like making artwork for a specific game with a specific image, because I sort of want to just draw that out and see how it would look like. Oh
It's a
dear.
horror game.
Horror. Yeah, it would be. I mean, imagine like just the trunk itself. I mean, you have a creature that has genetically been bred to be as muscular as possible, and that trunk is just what is it? Like 100,000 muscles in there?
It's GMO gone too far.
Yeah.
Oh, dear lord. Um,
You just oil the Angus elephant's abs. That's how you make a dread elephant.
or an elephant with dreads. Ooh,
Same thing.
yeah, but it's like that's an image too.
Like, okay. This is um, for us early Norwegian children's TV. But the dog Lobbetus
Yeah.
isn't the breed of dog he was supposed to be the one that is just full of dreads?
I'm not entirely certain. No, I don't think
No, I
so.
don't think so.
Um, like
Well,
I don't know what breed he was supposed to be, like on top of my head. I know the actual breed by the look of it though, and I don't think that one is the dread one.
what wasn't he based on a pulley dog?
I don't think so.
Remember?
Uh,
Google?
it's fully
Uh,
possible, I suppose, but I just don't. I don't think he was one of the dread one, though I would gladly be disproven if someone could bother me.
Old English sheepdog. He was supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
yes, Old English Sheepdog. Yeah,
oh, they're pretty hairy too.
they are
Mm.
also goddamn ridiculously adorable. I love me a good sheepdog.
Yeah, they're the happiest when they get to run around sheep.
Yeah, just run around in general. Just be cray cray. Yay.
Yeah.
I always wanted to get like a border collie. That is until the point I understood the fact that a border collie is so high strung on energy that I could never keep up with it.
It's very simple here. Like, if me and my partner ever gets a dog, they have decided that we're gonna get what are they called? A stovepipe.
Dachshund.
Dachshund, yes.
Yeah, wiener dog. They're adorable. Um,
They are.
their little feet kind of freaks me out a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing there. It's with them and the Bassets. There's a thing. Can't
They
quite
have
explain it.
stumpy legs.
Yeah, it's like it's been compacted in a very strange way. Also, I do also feel for them because they have chronically bad posture and problems with their backs and hips and stuff. So at some point you
Yeah.
might actually have like a little trolley for them to just scoot around on
Yeah.
for back support.
Personally, I'm not a fan of purebred dogs, though.
No, none of my. I love a mongrel.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing is better than a happy mongrel.
A
That's
good,
life.
proper bastard.
Yeah. Uh, it just seems like so many times when you are dealing with a mongrel, like genetically speaking, there has been so much negative shit happening that then when finally some group of good genes mix, then it's like, yay, we're having a party in this dog. Uh, and that's like the general vibe I'm getting off mongrel dogs.
Yeah, they're
And
just being dogs,
yeah,
dogging around.
super dogs, best dogs really. And I mean, I've had quite a few mongrel dogs, and they've had litters too. And by all means, not every dog has been a success. Um,
No, but not every human has ever been a success either.
Absolutely not. I'm just saying it's not a blanket statement that like you get a mongrel dog, they're all awesome, because they're not.
No, they got
They're
personalities.
Yeah, they're individuals. Some with very strong traits and some not too people friendly and whatever. But that's easy enough to just weed out.
It's not just get a dog. You have to train it too.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of responsibilities involved.
Yeah.
Ragnvald the Bastard, yeah.
Ooh, that's an exciting mix.
Grand Danois and Rottweiler? Wow.
I'm pretty sure that was a great dog. Yeah.
It does sound like it. Both size-wise and probably like temperament too.
Someone I know had a dog that was a mix of poodle and some other large dog.
Okay, anything that's mixed with poodles makes me
Oh,
instantly just real.
yes, I remember that dog. That was a good boy. Or it wasn't a boy. That was a good dog.
Yeah, I think the first dog I ever had was a mixture between, well, his grandparents were a wiener dog and a German Shepherd.
Yeah.
So you just know that the crime happened there somehow. And his dad was Norwegian elk hound. So he was like a really particular weird little creature with lots of different genetic traits and stuff.
Yeah.
But like super happy, extremely playful, and probably the most horny dog I have ever encountered.
Woof.
Yeah, you would think, right? It just the general mixture just made a smaller sized German Shepherd, and then you had the Elkhound Buhund included into that, which made him like a medium to small sized guy with a huge ego and personality. He was just genuinely just really cool about everything. I mean, we talked to him like it was a human being, so naturally he started acting like, yeah, I'm one of you guys.
We used to have
Welcome to.
a dog that was a mix of Buhund and Labrador and I think a few others. Yeah, he had HDHD actually.
Like proper.
Yeah, and he also had a peculiarity. He had 6 toes on his back feet.
Yeah, that's the same as my dog. He also had that. That is common genetic trait among some of the Norwegian species, like Buhund and Lunde.
Björn usually has 5 toes, doesn't he?
It depends. They're like vestigial toes, often.
More or less, yeah. They like small thumbs, and there were 2 of them next to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I would remind our new viewers to check out Halls of Hegro. It
Yeah.
has 80 minutes left of its Kickstarter and over 400% funded.
Nice. Oh, I'm so happy for those guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we know how much they worked on that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, welcome to Tombs Foundry Dog Hour, where we spend an hour just talking about dogs while Gard is putting dots and blobs onto a canvas.
Yes.
Digital canvas, yeah.
Yeah, not even a canvas. I'm just dotting and blobbing to the best of my
Yeah.
ability.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome to 3 hours of dot blobs. Have you not had enough dot blobs lately? Well, come here and we'll give you all the dot blobs you will ever need.
Uh, yeah, dogs are great. So are cats, though. I know this is a bit controversial mentioning in the dog hour, but cats are great.
Well, you know, as the wise man once said, a cat is just a dog for the differently abled. So, no, they fit in any situation.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of, I just finished the game Stray.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Ah, that's so adorable.
picked up all the memories, got
Oh
the
man,
full story.
god damn. Oh no, I've been watching that on YouTube. It's like, oh, yep, I want to play that.
It's really chill.
Yeah, it did seem really chill and extremely adorable, and it, they just basically somehow managed to get the essence of a cat.
Like cats and naive robots.
Yeah, you know, it's nice. Some 4 million years into the future.
I don't know how long into the future it is. All I know is that there are cats and robots.
Yeah, no, it's like I like it. There are like several small clues about it. It's like, you know, how they mention that the moon is slowly making the world rotate slower and slower and whatever, and it's like, right. Okay, and then you look at like a standardized um, clock on a wall in the game, and then you notice that it has like 15 plus hours. I was like, okay, time has progressed some. So yeah.
Yeah, but how would they know that though? They're in a locked city. They can't see, can't look up
No, but
into the
quite
sky.
quite possibly, uh, whenever that happened, that made that entire situation. That might have been at a time when, you know, Earth's rotation had already slowed to that point.
Possibly.
So, you know, I just like it. It's like little dots of lore that's not properly explained, and they haven't tried to explain it. It just
Yeah.
makes the world more alive. And I do like games like that. That is like going on a little treasure hunt just for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Outer
I,
Wilds is sort of a game that's entirely based on that concept. For instance,
I think I liked Outer Wilds better though.
uh, yeah, well, I have played Outer Wilds and I love that game. I never finished it because I was planning to finish the um, the DLC
Yeah.
before I actually finished the main game. And then, I sort of had to do other stuff. But no, I do love that. It's like the open exploration of that game is just so freeing and lovely. It's like you don't really have any objectives others than the ones that you set for yourself and your own curiosity can define.
Yeah. That's where I think Outer Worlds is better than Stray.
Yeah, because Stray is
But
more like a story like construct.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel that yeah, it's more of a story construct, but it's also in its linearity because of course you can check out some of the hubs you end up in, but they kind of feel empty with like there are things, but there's a lack of interactive bits.
There's also finality to it. Like there's a set amount of stuff you can do at any location, and once that is done, it's done,
Yes.
and then you have no other choice but to move on.
Yeah.
Outer Wilds, on the other hand, uh, is designed like a microscopic solar system, where the entire
Yes.
point of discovering things is that so that you can progress somewhere else, and then you can potentially come back and learn more in other ways later on. It's
Mm,
very um, it's very connected together in that respect.
yeah. It does feel a bit weird to criticize Stray for being linear, though, because I am really, really tired of open world games at the moment.
Yeah, I I do enjoy the freedom that an open world game does give, but I'm also an addict when it comes to stories. I need stories.
Mm,
And if there's a story that's hidden somewhere and it's hard to get to, that does interfere with my enjoyment of a game.
yeah.
So when sometimes if it's done right, it is completely fine for a game to just take you by the hand and lead you outside, just yeah, oh, well, look at that thing, just
Yeah.
subtly just make your own curiosity drive you where you need to go. That's just good game design.
Yeah. I I both agree with you and disagree with you there, though.
Hmm.
Um, as an example, like one of my best like video game experiences for a good while now was when me and my partner played It Takes Two,
Yeah,
which is basically couples therapy put into a game.
that's a
But
nice concept in itself.
it's a good concept. It's a
Yeah.
really, really good game too. There's this point in the game where you can find a tower. Um, you don't really. Only thing you get by climbing that tower is an achievement, but it's really difficult to climb that tower. And they, like there was no reason for why we did it. We just wanted to get up there to see what was there, and it ended up with us sitting there playing for I don't know an hour trying to get up that tower, and I got annoyed, but my fantastic partner, like in the end, did it as if it was nothing. and like ended up just helping me get up there. And that is like there you have a game with a purpose, fulfilling that purpose. It is very linear, but there are small areas where you can walk off and do some just exploring and stuff. And by having that, the exploration became something that fit within the theme of the game because you had one partner helping the other one to do something difficult.
Mm. That's a beautiful little thing. Co-op games, I really do enjoy them. Though normally I end up being the person that is sort of lagging behind the other people. I was like, I don't know how to do this. Help me. I'm not a very good gamer in general.
I think John and me played through, uh, at least until then, the whole series of Halo games together
Yeah.
on co-op.
I think we played the 4 first games, I think.
Yeah, not Halo 4 though, but
Is that
the one
including
that came
Halo
before that.
Reach?
Halo Reach.
Yeah, Reach. That's the one we
Reach.
ended on.
Oh, come
No,
on, come
we
on.
actually ended on the one after that.
Oh, but didn't we end up the one where Nathan Fillion was a Spartan and died?
That was Halo Reach. But did we play also Halo 4?
I'm not sure.
I think we did.
Like, when I'm thinking about it now, all I can remember was that you had a projector and we tried playing Doom on your Xbox and we got seasick.
Yeah.
Man, I always get seasick. I don't even have to have Doom to do that. Jesus.
Halo 4 was when Cortana started to go haywire, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. Because it was the
We,
beginning of the precursor race
yeah,
thingy.
yeah.
man.
So we played that game, but Halo 5 hadn't been released yet, so we didn't play that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a PlayStation 1, and I PlayStation, I was Xbox One. So and the Halo 5, I think, was the first one that was didn't come out to the 360.
Yeah.
So we stopped playing at that time. But we did play all the 4 first Halos and Halo Reach.
Yeah, we did. But yeah, like split screen co-op.
Yeah, it was fun.
Too bad it's disappeared,
Yeah.
or mostly disappeared. You still got stuff like It Takes Two and other games like that.
Everything is supposed to be happening online. Sitting in the sofa in the apartment and just playing together was fun. It was a really lot of fun.
You can still do it if you have a Nintendo, though. I'm gonna play
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's true. It's one of the few ones.
Yeah.
Or you know, if you're playing stuff like Mortal Kombat and other fighting games like that,
Yeah.
then there's still a lot of arcade and social stuff happening there.
But yeah, we're in the middle of dog hour. We're talking dogs here.
We haven't been talking about dogs for half an hour.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're
we're
talking
failing,
dogs
man.
here.
This is our set programming. We agreed upon this before broadcast. It's like, yeah,
Like,
no.
Read
So
the
that's
script. I sent it to you 2 weeks ago.
Gosh.
Wow, I really missed that memo.
Dogs are great, and they take up a way too big space off my TikTok.
Hey
I
man,
imagine.
I am all for that. I mean that just means one thing, that your TikTok is not filled up with cats.
Oh, I got those too.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, well,
And ducks.
and I just recently, derailing directly away from dogs again, I just recently saw a documentary about cats and their psychologies on Netflix.
Yes, it spoke very little about their psychology.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. They could have just said, we don't understand it. I'll be cool with that. Anyways, back to dogs. Yes, dogs are lovely.
Yes.
Uh,
I would recommend people to go to Twitter and check out I Rate Dogs or We Rate Dogs.
there should only be one button there.
Oh yeah, it's 11 out of 10. That's a good boy.
Yeah.
Even the devil agrees. Speaking of the devil, I liked the version of Lucifer they had in Sandman.
Yeah. I mean, I like Tom Ellis's version of Lucifer too. I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Tom Ellis's version of Lucifer, to be honest. He's just so smarmy. But
Yeah,
that is
it's
also a good version of Lucifer. Yes, it's a much more medieval, religious Christian form of Lucifer.
yeah.
And
Then you got
yeah,
Petter Stormare and Constantine.
yeah,
Oh yeah. I think
There's a smarmy devil.
I think the Peter Stormare in Constantine one is probably the best movie devil in any movie
I
yeah.
am
that I've seen, at least.
I'm not gonna argue any of them. Like, yes, you have Lucifer, you got Sandman, you got Constantine, and then you have Doctor Parnassus. Uh,
Yeah, Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Imaginarium,
Imaginarium.
yeah, Imaginarium, Doctor Parnassus, where you got Tom Waits as the devil.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie. I need to pick that up somewhere.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. You also
Yeah, I
have.
think I actually have it on Blu-ray or DVD or something. I have never seen it.
You also have Viggo Mortensen as Lucifer.
Ooh, which movie?
Let's see, what is it? It's the Angel movies with Christopher Walken.
Can't remember it.
Oh God, what is it called?
I should know it though, because Christopher
This is the
Walken is great in
Prophecy.
everything. Okay.
The Prophecy, yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken was Gabriel, and Viggo Mortensen was the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of these actors do
Movie
a great
facts in your
fucking job.
brain. God damn.
Yeah, and then there's also Al Pacino.
Al Pacino was the devil?
Yes, he was. What's it? It's the.
Wasn't that Devil's Advocate?
Yes, that's the one.
That was a young Keanu Reeves as well, I think it seems.
Well, young, 100.
Well,
You can never tell.
We've forgotten one very important actor though,
Uh
who's also played the devil. Helge Jordal.
huh.
ooh.
Yeah, fair enough.
Too much evil will kill even evil itself. every movie conversation we have, I have to derail it and bring in Helge Jordal.
This is actually the first time I can remember you doing that. So
No, no, no.
Same with me.
Last time we talked
No.
about movies, I brought up Orion's Belt.
right,
Did you?
Yes,
okay.
Was that the last time?
Yeah, you see,
possible.
every time you say this now, there's like every time we mention movies, I'm gonna mention Helge Jordal, and I'm gonna go, nah, I don't remember that. No, I have no idea. You're gonna have to prove it, man. This exact conversation is gonna happen like 50 times, and I was like, wait,
Oh yeah.
deja vu? What?
Let's see who played the devil in Sandman again.
In Sandman, that was Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah. Let's see. Did they show up? Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie.
See?
Jesus.
Idiot
Yeah.
savant brain for these things. I could have had talents, man. I could have had.
Oh shit! Also played in a lot of Star Wars.
Gwendolyn Christie?
Yeah. Captain
Yeah, she was
Phasma.
Captain Phasma, and she was also Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones.
Oh, Brianna of Tarth.
Yeah. Most badass woman that ever womaned.
The most badass person that ever personed.
Yeah, pretty much. She covers all of it.
She covers everything there.
Ah, god damn it. She was kicking ass. She was like Hall of Famer in that series.
I have
Like,
not checked out the new Game of Thrones series that's just come out though.
no, neither have I.
I never
Mostly
saw the first
because.
one. Well, I saw the first episode.
Uh,
Well, the first couple of seasons of Game of Thrones was really good. But then I fell out around season 3.
I read the first book and I saw the first episode. It never really caught on with me.
I saw all of it, and when it came to pretty much the entire last season, I kind of regretted it.
I was actually thinking you were gonna come with some kind of hot take here. And about season 8, I loved it. Best season of them all.
Oh, it made zero sense. It was what is this? Why are peopling here? It's
Was it better or worse than Neon Genesis Evangelion?
it's a whole different scale of things, I think.
Mm,
I mean, Neon Genesis Evangelion, that's a big thing to unpack.
That's a
Yeah.
really big thing to unpack.
So big you don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, I mean, the legend there is that the man went insane while making it, but it's like, yeah, I'm not even sure if that's true. I mean, there clearly was too much in Neon Genesis Evangelion. Because they ended up making this remade version, which changes the ending of it a lot.
They made a remade version to explain what happened in the ending.
They didn't as much explain it as they just went an entirely
Used
different
more.
way.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they got it got a little bit too razy. And by maybe I mean it did a lot.
Definitely.
It was
Hello, Fighting Newton.
I mean, hello.
Hello. Nice to see you too.
Oh. Before we continue, I just have one thing to say though.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn Christie is going to be in the new Adams Family show.
Yeah. Now that's an interesting thing. When it comes to the Addams Family, it's like the tween age Gard is so excited about this. The very much older Gard, however, is sat here like, but Wednesday's supposed to be my age.
I like Luis Guzman as Gomez though.
uh, I like Luis Guzman.
Period.
Yeah, no. I like Luis Guzman, but the thing is, uh, to me, it was the 90s Gomez Adams that's the real one. And Luis
You're
Guzman.
not a
You did a good job, though.
You're not a comic book purist.
I'm not a comic book purist. I'm not. I respect medium in all shapes and forms, but originality in what comes first isn't always what's best. Um, Raul Julia, he did an amazing Gomez Adams in the 90s.
That he did.
And
He was.
and despite him not being the classical Gomez Adams from the original cartoon, he was fairly similar to the Gomez Adams from the TV series, but he did a really good job, and it became sort of synonymous with the role for me.
Yeah.
But Luis Guzman, as much as I do like him in most roles that he's ever had, as Gomez Adams, to me, it's not correct, but he is a shoe-in for the role if you look at how Gomez Adams has been portrayed classically.
Yes.
See, you can have more than one thought about something.
There, one complaint though, and I know you will agree with me on this.
Yeah.
Christina Ricci should be Morticia Adams.
Fuck yeah, she should. I had a whole headcanon thing happening, whereas like the next generation of Adams Family, and she was basically Morticia Adams. Because it was like that's sort of Christina Ricci was sort of my jam when I was about 12. But yeah, well,
Nothing against Catherine Zeta-Jones.
no, not at all, not at all.
They are all probably going to be
Not,
really great.
they're gonna be great, but still they're struggling with goddamn legends here. Because Catherine Zeta-Jones will probably do an excellent job, but I do miss that really dark look that Angelica Houston had. The very pale visage, the sleek dress that wasn't too revealing, but it was very tight.
Yes.
You had the kind of Vampirella sort of look to her, and
yes.
also she had very dramatic makeup, and they lighted her in like amazing ways. So there was always something really dark and brooding about her, even though she was like generally just being an extremely pleasant woman. So I was like, I grew up digging Wednesday, and and then I grew up, and now I'm all about the mom, right? So, but Christina Ricci as the mom would have been a dream come true. But I can see why she doesn't want to get typecast. So.
Let's see. When is this coming out? Gotta know. But yeah, and Tim Burton.
Yeah.
That can either be really, really good or really, really bad.
Either or. Yeah. Like, if you're into generic, and unfortunately, I do mean this in the nicest way possible. If you're into generic goth stuff, I mean, Tim Burton's your jam. Anything that Tim Burton touches pretty much defined goth culture in the 90s.
Yeah,
I mean, starting with
Edward Scissorhands.
yeah, or what was before? What was the first one of those two? Was it well, those two I say, Edward Scissorhands or Batman Returns?
I think Edward Scissorhand came out before Batman Returns. I'm
Yeah,
not 100% sure though.
no, I'm not sure at all. But it's like those are like two of his early defining movies. Where
Edward
he
Scissorhands and
Batman Returns. Batman Returns is like 92, I think.
92. Scissorhands. Wow, my mouth. Words. 1990.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's the first one. Yeah, yeah. Tim Burton definitely did define a lot of the look of the 90s in terms of goth.
Yeah, but he
And
only then he only produce Nightmare Before Christmas.
no, I think that was a full on.
I don't think he directed that.
I not
Was
sure.
titled Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Hmm.
It was. It was titled Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
the title is The Nightmare Before Christmas. You got Tim Burton's on top, but that's not part of the title.
Well, according to Wikipedia, no, according to Google, it is.
Huh.
Well, does
Well,
it say if he directed it?
no, that's Henry Selick.
Ah,
Tim Burton wrote the
Produced by
story and
Tim.
characters
Yeah,
right.
and produced it.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. I mean, he was originally also slated to do the Addams Family, but I think there was a scheduling conflict thing.
He was also supposed to do Superman.
Yeah, that's true. Superman with
Nick
Nick
Cage.
Cage. That would have been special.
That would blown open the comic book movie scene so many years before it got big.
Yeah, or blown it shut. We don't know. I mean,
It would have been the Iron Man of the early 2000s.
wow. Iron Man in the early 2000s,
Look, like Blade Trinity
played by
couldn't.
Christopher Reeve. No, played by no, no. Played by Tom Cruise. Yeah.
Hmm.
Tom Cruise would have been slated to play Tony Stark.
Maybe.
In the early 2000s.
But yeah, like even Blade Trinity couldn't stop the comic book revolution in movies.
No, couldn't.
And I liked the Blade movies.
Yeah, me too.
First two at least.
Yeah, I always thought the second one was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Really like the effects of it. Sort of an effect geek.
I could eat popcorn to all three of them.
Yeah.
Who would have been Captain America in early 2000s?
Oh.
Owen Williams.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson, yes.
Captain America, early 2000s. Early 2000s.
Nathan Fillion wasn't really that
No,
big
he
yet.
wasn't.
He's not a Captain America type either.
No,
No, he's always been more of a Green Lantern.
yeah.
I was thinking, like he already kind of did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. The thing is, Nathan Fillion was sort of slated to be like a fan favorite Hal Jordan.
Huh.
And he did end up not playing him, obviously, but he voiced him several times.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sometimes they do listen to people.
Yeah, it's kind of how Lillard ended up being the voice actor for Shaggy in the modern Scooby-Doo movies, like animated movies.
He fits that role.
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
is Shaggy.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Zoink Scoop.
It's like how Mark Hamill is the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I mean, that is the golden standard that everyone who plays the Joker has to measure up to. Is like, are you out Hamiling Hamill? And the answer
Most
is
people
also
can't.
the answer is always no. I mean, you can't really out Hamill. Not for that type of Joker. You have to invent a different kind of Joker, really. And
George
then
Clooney, the Batman of England's heart.
you bastard.
I am soft for the old Batman animated series.
As you should be. They're amazing.
Yeah. So it is like Kevin Conroy. It's the best Batman movie you watched. Oof. For England.
Yeah. That might be classifying as taken for a team. Jesus.
Like I really liked the new Batman movie that came out with Robert Pattinson as Batman.
I I sort
Like,
of liked it.
it was too long,
It
but
was
it
very
was
long.
yes, but it was still like a really good grounded Batman story.
Yeah. The thing about the length of that movie is that it was deceptively long because it wasn't really that long. It just felt that long.
It had
Which
3 endings.
it really did. I just kept on waiting for it to end towards the end, which is not a good sign.
No, it's not.
No, and I've said it on earlier streams. You know, that there were some things about it that just irked me. But on the whole, it's an absolutely acceptable Batman. It's not a complete flop or failure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Which is more or less all we can ask for these days. so, um, no, it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed seeing a large screen version of the Detective Batman.
Year 2 Batman.
Yeah.
I like Batman when he's in the beginning of his career, because he's not the goddamn Batman. He's just Batman.
I'm vengeance.
Not
Also,
yet. You got a couple of years to go there.
also angst.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Tons of angst.
All the angst.
Uh, Well, it's fine. You see him, and it's like, yeah, no, that's a pretty humanized Batman.
Yeah,
You don't really see that too often. So
it's simple. We kill the man who dresses up as a bat. That was Tommy Lee Jones, wasn't it?
don't know.
Let's see. Who was playing the Batman when you had Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, and
Wall Kilmer.
that was Val Kilmer.
Okay.
Stop me if I've said this before on stream. But I had a discussion with a friend once about superheroes. And as I mentioned, that my favorite superhero is Spider-Man, because it's Peter Parker. You can't dislike Peter Parker. It's the greatest guy.
Mm-hmm.
He went and said, I don't like Spider-Man because it's so happy-go-lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I like Batman because it's dark and gritty.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fair thing. You're allowed to mean that. But don't come and tell me that Spider-Man is a happy-go-lucky superhero.
Yeah,
It,
there's absolutely nothing about Spider-Man that's happy-go-lucky in that way. He is optimistic.
but he always ends up losing everything.
Yeah, he's the world's greatest loser.
And that's why he is great.
I mean, you don't get much more relatable than that.
And he loses most things gladly if it means he can save someone
Yeah, this is
or
pretty
make
much true.
something better.
Yeah, he knows the art of self-sacrifice.
It's almost everything he knows.
Well, it's the only thing that works for him in the end.
What was it the during Civil War that you have the panel where Iron Man comes up to Spider-Man and just says, "We got money," and Spider-Man goes, "Thank God."
Oh, I don't even remember this one. Uh,
Well, yeah, well, like I was gonna mention Spider-Man when we were talking about open world games,
yeah.
because it's a game I like because I like Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and they did Spider-Man really good in the new Spider-Man games. But when you finished it, and the only thing that's really left is just exploring the city and fly through it on your spider webs, it gets kind of boring, even though they did do the web swinging really, really good in those games.
Yeah, I mean, life is more than web swinging. You have to have a purpose, right?
Yeah,
So you're probably feeling the same kind of ennui that Spider-Man must have been feeling. See, that's deep. That's some deep game mechanics right there.
Peter Parker's ennui.
Yeah, it's like, yes, you finished everything. City's safe. You can swing around, but why even bother?
Spider-Man can't get half the police department on your tail. Spider-Man has had a whole of New York's police department after him so many times. That's what I liked with the Andrew Garfield movies. He actually had the police department after him.
Yeah, he did. Also, another thing that was good about Andrew Garfield is, well, he never got to finish it, but he did get to sort of make a good thing out of it in the end.
Yeah.
In that latest installment.
Yeah. He managed to save someone without breaking their neck.
Yeah. It's like
That's mean.
yeah, but that is like seriously, it's a big deal. It's like he finally managed to save the girlfriend of Peter Parker,
Yes.
you know, and it went well. That's like genuine redemption, right there.
It is. It is. In Mexico, they didn't kill Gwen Stacy. She was too popular a character there.
Really?
Yes.
In the comics or
In the comics.
oh, well, that's interesting.
That's a lot of radioactive lighting.
Yeah.
We're gonna
That's why
have
he's wearing
him hold
sunglasses.
the. We're gonna have him hold the spear.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that.
Is it plain old spear or something else with it?
We'll see what I can do. Mm,
Thinking about the new Spider-Man movies, though, with Tom Holland, does that, like the newest one, does that make Doctor Strange into? I was about to say Morpheus, but that's the wrong name.
now he doesn't morb.
Mephisto.
Hmm?
Does that make Doctor Strange into Mephisto?
I think Mephisto is something else.
No, I'm just thinking about One Last Day
Oh, I
because
don't remember that storyline.
nah, it's fine. It's the one where Mephisto takes the marriage between Mary Jane and Spider-Man to save Aunt May's life. But in the last movie, like Spider-Man actually sells the knowledge of who Peter Parker is, so that not even Mary Jane knows about it.
Yeah.
Her name is Mary Jane in the MCU.
No, it's MJ.
As yeah, MJ.
Oh,
That's a mean harpoon.
yeah.
That's a whaling poon.
A whaling poon. Yeah, Harvey, that's a whaling poon. It's just like the one I used when I was a boy. Woo-ha. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, this is the 30-minute mark.
yes, it is. And we're just gonna go full speed ahead.
Oh, that's the more modern whaling harpoons.
A grenade on the tip is modern, but well, it might be in this one as well. He's a level 2 encounter. No, level 3?
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
We do have gunpowder in this setting, but I don't think it's necessary that this guy has it. We are hoping that Gard will finish this within half an hour.
Yeah.
Ooh, poor Gard.
Maybe let him concentrate. So, have you had any new adventures in D&D?
No, I'm gonna play tomorrow.
Ah,
Yes.
is that the second, third, or
This will be the second session.
okay?
I am wondering if I should be an asshole and get my gnome a mastiff to ride into battle.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yes, I have not decided yet. I think it might be a bit too asshole-ish
Nope.
of a way to make sure I always get sneak attack. Yeah, like if you're riding a dog, you can use it indoors.
Yeah, as long as you're not in a dwarf's dwelling.
Oh,
Or
sure you can.
He is still a gnome.
he is.
And it's still just a bloodhound.
Yeah.
He's smaller than a dwarf.
Yeah,
What's a medium? Charge away. Yeah.
exactly. But like, it's
Like
people I have never played with before, so I think I should be a
Yeah, you're still in your best behavior.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
easing them into the shock. I mean, it's good that you do that. I mean, it takes a while for people to develop this sense. I really hope that you had developed it by the time I got to know you, but you know, there you go. So, yeah.
Like I
If you played with us, I would have expected you to get that dog. So
yeah, but
Yes.
that's this group, right?
yeah.
It's not that group.
Yeah.
I had some fun with the illusions last time.
Ah.
The thing that gnomes actually get minor illusion at character creation is kind of sick.
Yeah. The Fey people.
Yeah, minor illusion can be powerful.
Yeah, used correctly, it is.
It is.
Like unless you have a GM that is like, well, the guards walk up to the illusion and tries to touch it and see that it's an illusion.
Yeah.
Like, what? They try to touch the flaming wall I just created?
If you had,
But this guy's not like that.
yeah.
Oh. I know the feeling. It's like when we played Mask of Nyarlathotep. I was the only one who took notes. And when I was away, people had to read my notes.
Yeah.
I understand them. I know what they mean. Other people, no.
That's part of the charm, I suppose.
Also part of some new, well, also old players somehow thinks they can, yeah, sure, this is information my character should know. If I need it in a later session, DM will tell me.
Well, I tell that player to fuck off because that's not my job.
Yeah.
As a GM, you have enough shit to remember and take care of.
Exactly.
Nah, I'll remind them a couple of times, but I'll tell them after a while that your character forgot.
Yeah, and if they don't learn to take notes by that time.
Then it's their problem.
Yeah.
Like what when I make a campaign that's not pre-written, things do happen in the background, even if the players are slow.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if the characters were, for example, gonna go somewhere and do something, and they forget about it, the story still pushes on because there will be consequences of that not being done. So, for example, let's say in the Pulp Cthulhu campaign that I was running a little bit with you guys,
Yeah.
um, if you guys didn't, for example, go to the right mosque and found the thing that you guys were supposed to find, and yeah, because you guys were in Baghdad then, in Iraq.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you guys hadn't gone into and checked out the different mosques and such and found out where the MacGuffin was, your enemies would have done it, and there would be visible consequences to that, which would hopefully push the adventurers to follow up on. Because nothing is worse for an RPG than nothing happening.
Stagnation. Yeah.
Yeah, the players don't know what to do. There's nothing to really push them towards what they should be doing or could be doing.
Yeah.
And everybody sits there like, exactly. That's not fun for the players or for the GM. There we go. This guy actually looks dangerous.
Very pleased with this.
Gard should be.
Yeah.
Fairly.
What kind of adventures are your group playing, Ingan? Ah, Salt March. Yeah. Fight Guten Slunk. Michael Keaton for life.
Yeah. The Batman
Yeah.
discussion
Back to the
from
Batman
earlier.
thing. Isn't the Salt March campaign kind of like kind of not that the game is dreary, but the setting is kind of dreary. Not quite like the Transylvania one. What's that called again? Strahd.
Strahd? Curse of
Yeah,
Strahd?
not as bad as the Curse of Strahd, but very like foggy and cold.
I have never played it. And I have deliberately not read much about it because if I play it, I want to be
Surprise!
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't read it either. I've just heard some stuff.
Yeah. We are currently playing Death on the Reich book. It's part 2 of Enemy Within. It's a Warhammer fantasy roleplay setting.
Yeah.
And the last thing that happened there is that was our group trying to scout out a way into a castle, and we are standing face to face with a basilisk.
Ooh,
A
that's
basilisk
not
that
good.
one hit our tank.
Yeah.
In the surprise round.
Let's see here. Ingan is saying far from Strahd, but there is a conspiracy and pirates and evil force and stuff. Not as much sailing as expected.
Oh.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, I was about to
Uh,
ask, is that a good or bad thing?
if there's pirates, you want to sail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentioned it before, the whole Starfall D&D setting. Love that.
Starfall? Yeah. Yeah.
We were
Skyfall.
pirates.
Skyfall.
Skyfall. We
Mm.
were pirates in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
and that was
were.
a whole concept there. Like just magical hidden city, port of pirates, lots of sky ships and whatever.
Yeah.
Salvaging on the bottom of the ocean,
Yeah.
fighting Krakens.
Love that set. Love the concept of just swashbuckling.
Yeah.
It was great until I killed everybody.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens.
Yeah, and I wasn't even the GM there.
Nope.
No. A cool setting, poorly balanced campaign.
Yeah.
Sounds like a decent homebrew.
Yeah, well, when I eventually unleash the adventures of Nar Shaddaa on you, that is definitely going to be very unbalanced.
Yeah.
But that's
Whew.
okay. That's okay.
Right.
Huh.
Right.
The confessions you found in air quotes,
Fake
I
confessions
guess.
you found. Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like political intrigue.
That does sound like political intrigue, yeah. Without a doubt.
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't take responsibility for any planted, any fake confessions that may have or may not have been planted. Hmm? Well,
Like, it's a way to gain favor by the surviving council members.
yeah. Or you just rule by fear.
Ruling by fear.
Yeah, I just remembered. John just made a dark side character.
Yeah, I did.
That right, it did.
One of us is going to get corrupted.
Yeah.
I am actually really looking forward to play the Star Wars character, though. It's not often I have characters with 2 negative attributes.
No, I think it's gonna be fun. Hopefully fun for everyone involved.
Hey, what did you say? It was going to be kind of a cyberpunky game?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some inspiration out of the whole cyberpunk way to do things.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's a nice little way to look at things and how an underworld is built up.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna play it by ear a lot. Um, and I also got some old school source material um, to help me flesh out some aspects of it.
Yeah.
But mostly I've just been doing in-game research to get the setting right and stuff. Because you're gonna experience a microcosm anyways.
I don't know the setting. I don't know Star Wars all that well, so
Yeah, and
to me it will just be
that's gonna be
yeah. Well,
fine. That's gonna be fine because you're not gonna need a lot of information. Whatever information you do need, you're gonna learn pretty fast. Because we're dealing with microcosms, like in terms of Star Wars, when there are various worlds and stuff, you usually only focus around a certain region of interest. You wouldn't focus on the entire planet and culture as a whole. It's just too much. So at any old time, it will be localized, and whatever information that you would know as a character, I will make available to you, either in game or out of game. But to begin with, you don't really need to know that much information. Other than the fact that you are pretty much part of a street crew, that you're a low-level hireling mercenary type of guy. And we'll just play it by ear and see where it goes from there.
yeah. We will not be facing Vader in that campaigning, and we are playing in sets much earlier.
Yeah. It's going to be Old Republic, and it's going to be post-Revan, so post-KOTOR. There are going to be... It's an era where there are very many Sith Lords and very many Jedi and all that type of stuff, but we are...
Yeah, we did.
Definitely.
Definitely.
If I pull out Vader on these guys, then it's like, yeah. That's rock falls, everybody dies.
Is the image more or less done now?
Yeah, more or less. More or less.
I saw when you zoomed out last time. I just had one thing.
Oh yeah.
I
You
saw
you had one thing.
Yeah, I saw you started on the tire on the opposite side. And it looked like it was a bit too small or not showing enough. That's the only thing I wanted to say. Other than that, I love it.
Why are you telling me that you have critique? That never happens. That's sarcasm, by the way.
Hey, Gard, I love the drawing, but you have to redo everything.
That is not a very uncommon feedback to get from a client.
Oof.
I still have 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Seriously, the drawing is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming together really nicely.
You know, gotta give people a bang for their buck. Can't sit here and finish up early. What the hell would that be? Oh.
Great.
Oh,
Ooh,
belt
by the way,
buckles.
yeah, I did some drone research about Star Wars.
Yeah.
um, if we would meet any like other versions of AK-47,
Mm-hmm.
then there would be HK-51s,
Yep.
because those are the ones he actually, or it actually, let exist because they had his personality programming in.
It is true.
Yeah, it's just the right amount of busy.
Yeah. I think this is good.
Yeah, I think so.
And for the extremely, well, actually, no, you can't see it on the screen. Haha, no, no. Yeah, no, just to inform everyone, that's the what I did right now is that I saved it for the very first time since I began it.
Yeah.
This session, mind you.
But just 3 hours of work that would have disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's yet another crazy creation for the Heroes of the Sealening universe. Now, we've already discussed which one we're gonna do next.
Yeah.
Um,
I've forgotten.
I
Me
think
too.
well, in that case, everyone can just tune in excitement, just awaiting this. Now we do have like a little trio of encounters. A
Right.
family.
Yeah, the family.
Yeah. So the thought is, the next time we do a drawing session, we're going to basically attack all those three at the same time.
Do we let them? Did we let him keep the names?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope. They're completely fresh.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Now I remember it.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. There we go. Yeah.
So hot, stone cold, and
Lukewarm.
lukewarm.
Yes, the temperate family.
Yeah.
They are undergoing a rebranding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
Uh,
are not the names anymore.
yeah.
Nope.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do next time. We're gonna attack 3 encounters at the same time. Not unlike how you play the game. Uh, but yeah. So we're gonna try to get those done more or less at the same time. I guess due to the expected complexity and whatever, probably gonna be the same amount of time in general. 3 yeah, 3 illustrations done in about 2 sessions, same as this.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Um, but yeah, really looking forward to that. So yeah, we're currently going through our deck of cards and seeing which
We're
cards and encounters would be interesting.
we're just going through things.
Yeah, we've been going through some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been hard.
so much pressure. Yeah.
But yeah, going through sorting out those that we would like to have on this show, and those that we will be not that we'll be drawing in the background.
By the way, guys, if anyone wants to back Halls of Hegra right now, you got 2 minutes left.
Holy crap!
Ooh.
You should have mentioned this a lot sooner. Yeah. No, absolutely. Holsagra. It's worth checking out.
Post the link. Post the link again in chat.
Yeah, do that. It's guaranteed to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. They already at
Where's the link?
400% plus. So
Oh, it's more than that now.
exactly 400% plus. See,
Yeah.
I almost know maths. Almost. Not really, but you know.
Well, 2 minutes left of stream, so maybe we should start plugging our socials.
Yeah. Well, you if you're new, just follow the links that we've put in well at the bottom of the screen. You know, Tombs Foundry on Facebook, Tombs Foundry on Instagram, even a link to our Discord channel where we do most of our work. So we're
Yep.
always there, and of course, tombsfoundry.no/YouTube for the rest of our VODs and other content that we are currently making.
For those that are watching this as a VOD on YouTube, the link to our Twitch, which is missing actually.
Yep,
From
I haven't put it
that
up on
bar.
my setup. I haven't.
It's twitch.tv/Tombs Foundry.
Yep.
Yeah. So Tombs Foundry being the operative word here.
Yeah.
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 And the Discord link and YouTube link are based on are short linked on our website simply because they are a mess to spell out. So
yeah,
it's easy
basically.
to just remember those 2 links that we have created, and those would just reroute you to the proper links.
Oh, we just got 1 extra pledge into the Halls of Hegra.
Hey.
Oh, so good on them. I love that.
That's
Yeah, I
good.
hope it was one of you guys.
It would have been great to be able to know that we actually helped them in any way.
Well, we did.
I've already backed, so
Yeah, but that's different. That's us just putting our money where our mouth is. That's fine.
Yeah.
But no, but if someone else actually does, it's
Yeah.
great.
yeah.
So yeah, please check out our social medias. Please follow and like and all that stuff. It does help us out a little bit, at least you know, for morale.
Yeah.
Because we're small,
It's
we're
fun,
struggling, and we're really nice guys, and we're full of really annoying trivia. And I have no idea what we've been talking about for the last couple of hours. Yeah, so.
And it's done.
Yeah.
2,100 backers exactly.
2,100 backers exactly.
At
Yes.
2100
at 21 hours, 100 hours. Yes. Numerology. I love it when it comes together. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations to them.
Yes.
And thank you to you. And we will be back in 1 week's time with a rerun. And in 2 weeks' time with another live segment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next week might not be the rerun of this episode, though. We might be putting on the an earlier show.
There will be
Earlier
some
show.
rerun.
Some rerun.
Yeah.
We will notify you on Facebook and Discord.
Yeah.
On what it would be.
If we feel like it.
Yeah, that is true. We are very mercurial. But yeah. We should basically pack up, leave, and get back to our lives now. So thank you very much for following us tonight, and we will be seeing you later.
Yeah. Have a good night.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.